Okay, I wanted to talk a brief second here about storage. You guys have all seen these tubular design where they store stuff in the ground or food or whatever might have you. Well, if you go to your local irrigation place, a lot of times you can find this irrigation pipe, and this one right here is actually a lid. And what this does here is it has a rim here, and you put it on your whatever your diameter might be, and then you pound it in, and it makes an airtight locking seal. I wouldn't trust this seal because I would trust the screw-on better, and a lot of these irrigation companies can actually cut grooves and make screw-on designs. I got these because they were pretty cheap. This is just one example of a really thick, sturdy cap. This is a temporary cap here, and this here is just a smaller diameter, which is 100%, see-through. Doesn't have a bottom. The bottom's not welded on. But these irrigation pipe companies, they actually weld these on. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's just a plastic weld that's chemically bonded all the way around. And they use some kind of chemical and they melt it with heat. So it's an airtight seal, and it's pretty thick plastic, so it ain't going nowhere. And this cap goes on the other side. That's the bottom there. This cap goes on the other side, and this is just an example of a removable cap that the companies make. You can just pluck it off and on. I'm going to show you what I've got set up here. This is for my storage. And what it is, it comes up I guess a little bit higher than my hip. And this is set up for my M4. It's longer than what it needs to be because I wanted to store other items in here. But I specifically had it made for my AR. And it's a really sturdy piece of plastic, and this is what they use for irrigation pipe in our area. And I'm 265. I stand on here. It holds up to my weight fine, so I think they rate it for sturdy enough so like a truck could run it over and not cause any major damage to the integrity of the pipe. And the bottom there is sealed like I showed you on the other side. And what they have is these caps here. I'm not going to put this on permanently because once it's on, this sucker's on. You almost got to cut it off. But it fits over the top just like that. And then when I pound that top down, it'll give me an airtight seal and last forever. Also, irrigation company, because they melt these and they chemically seal them, you can also have the top, put a plate on top and seal the whole deal. Now I got a buddy who makes these, so I get them for just about nothing. But they're really good, and you can bury anything you want in it. As long as you've got it, 6 inches or so into the ground, you can run it over with probably a tank, and it wouldn't even put a dent in this corrugation. Because you got to think, this is what they use here to plumb sewer systems. So you're going down 6, 8, 12, 14 feet, you got all that massive amount of pressure of all the soil on top, and it doesn't put a dent in it. So because of the corrugations, it makes it a lot stronger than having one solid pipe. Anyway, just thought it was kind of neat. Like I said, this is set up here from M4, and I have a couple other ones that I'm having built. I'm having the guy build me right now, and I'm gonna fill them up with stuff, and he's going to seal them completely. But these things are kind of costly, and I get them next to nothing, so it works out great for me. But you might want to check out your local irrigation places. Now I can't say the name of the company. It's close to mine. It's close to me because I got a sweet deal. I don't want to ruin that. But check your local irrigation places, your local hardware stores, and not only are the twist on tops great, which you can actually, PVC one right on top of this and put a screw top on it, which wouldn't be a bad deal at all. Be more efficient than my system. When I seal it, that sucker's sealed. I'm gonna have to get a pry bar in there and pop it apart. It's not as convenient as unscrewing the top, but they make great containers. And irrigation companies usually have a ton of this stuff laying around as extra scrap. And if you find a small one like this one doesn't have a bottom, of course, But even small ones like this will hold, you know, beans, flour, sugar, rice, whatever you want to put. And you can actually seal that, put it in your cellar, store it underground, whatever you want to do with it, and it should last forever. These things hold water and whatever for the sewer system, so they're made extremely strong, and most of them are food grade and safe to pull your items out and eat, you know, 10-20 years from now. So anyway, just a little tip, little idea. Check out your local irrigation places and see if anybody's got any irrigation pipe that's scrap, and you can even either PVC the tops and bottoms on, or you can have the company do it probably for next to nothing.